Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. My name is Nat, and I'm here for you. I am here for you, hopefully to help you find those keys to the door that will unlock your happiness. That's my whole goal, to help you to be happy, to find what makes you happy, and to do what makes you happy. But you have to figure it out first. And that's what I'm trying to do here, help you figure it out. If this is your first time here, welcome to the show. I'm glad you found it. Don't know what you searched for, but I'm glad you're here. Maybe I could shed some light on something that's bothering you, or maybe we talk about something that you just can't find the answer to. If you like the show, share it. Let's get it out there. Let's get more people listening to the show. I'd love to hit 1 million by the end of the year. That would be awesome. And it wouldn't be a podcast unless I mentioned my book, The Positive Perspective. You can get it on Amazon, or you can get it directly from me. Skip big tech and go to my website, bepositivepodcast.com. A pop-up will come up, and you can order it directly from me there. You can also get your personalized copy there. That seems to be the popular choice. You get some goodies with it too. If you've gotten the book, you know I've sent you some extra goodies along with the book, and people are grateful for that. So get your copy of The Positive Perspective today. I also have to say thank you to Podomatic, Podomatic.com. They are the people who have been hosting my podcast since its inception, with no glitches, no nothing. They're an awesome host company, and they get this podcast to every single place that you can host a podcast, that you can play it. And you think of the strange off-the-wall ones, they get it there. I'm on every platform, and it's thanks to Podomatic. And if you want to start your own podcast, you can do it for free at Podomatic.com. You can even do it from your phone, like I'm doing right now, because I didn't do it in the studio last night. All right, so what I want to talk about today, I want to talk about a lot of people have been worried about what's going on in the world and think that the end is near, and the second coming of Christ is going to happen, where it's going to get a nuclear attack. There's all kind of stuff going on. And this show's about, it's going to be about you can't change the world. You can't change the world. You really can't change the world. You can only change your perception of it. Now think about that for a second. The changes that you make in your life and in your way of thinking will change your personal reality. They will change your life, your world. But it's not going to change the world for everybody. Those that are close-knit in your circle, it will change their world because they're associated with you, and maybe your positivity will rub off on them. But you're not going to change the world as a whole. The only way that the world as a whole can change is if each individual makes a conscious effort to change their perspective of the world and to change their thoughts into a more positive vibe. Because right now, I really think that there's just so much negativity out there, and so many people trying to profit from every situation at human costs. They are manipulating facts and figures and manipulating everything so it is to their advantage, so they benefit from it. Now, I'm all for making a profit and getting ahead in life, but not at someone else's expense. And you have to start to ask yourself, am I making good, solid decisions in my life that are not hurting anyone else? Because if you're hurting yourself, that's one thing. But if you're hurting somebody else, that's a completely different scenario. So ask yourself, am I doing my part to help change the world? Now remember, you're not going to change the world. You're going to change your perspective of it. And that's fine for most of us. And I think that when you look at the world, when each individual looks at their world, you look at what's going on in your world and your life, there's millions of different worlds to me. Everybody has their own reality, their own perspective of what's happening, their own situations. What is going on in your life isn't going on in someone else's life. You're 100%, it's not. So your life is your life because of your creation. You created it with your thoughts. Now, you hear me talk a lot about thoughts become things, and what you think about, you bring about. And it's literally true. You think something, you can manifest it. When you believe it, with all your heart and all your being, and when you sincerely believe it. So let's say you want to make a change in your life. Maybe you're not happy with your health, and instead of saying, "Oh, woe's me, I'm so sick. The doctor said I'm sick. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm just sick." And so then you stay sick and you get sicker. Instead of saying, "Okay, I went to the doctor. They said this is what's wrong with me. Let me target that in my mind and focus on it and focus on it in a positive way, saying, how can I fix it?" I used to do that when I was a kid. When something would hurt and maybe I'd have a pain in my body somewhere, or I had something that I didn't feel good, I would focus all my energy on that area of my body, and I would tell it to get out of my body. Now, it sounds kind of childish and very simple, but I would say, you don't belong to me. This pain doesn't belong to me. This sickness doesn't belong to me. Get out of my body. And I would physically, literally in my mind, mentally, wrap my brain's hands around whatever it is that was hurting me. Say I had a stomach ache, I would wrap my hands around it in my mind, in my stomach, and I would literally feel it in my mind and in my body. I would sense it, and I would push it out my feet, or push something out of my hands. If my arms, upper body hurt, I would push it out of my body and feel the pain moving through my body. And it worked a lot of the times. The older I get, the more I'm brainwashed with what the human's experience is supposed to be, the harder it is getting to be. But there's so much about us as human beings that has been lost over time and hidden intentionally. Our individual power has been hidden from us because they don't want us to be who we are supposed to be. They want us to be trained rats that follow orders and just have a limited existence. And our lives can be unlimited if we think they can be, and we put our mind to it, and we experience life to the fullest by accepting that we can do it. You can make your life great. You can actually turn your day around with your thoughts, by the way you think. Either way, good or bad. If you ever notice when your day goes south and it gets bad, it's because you're thinking, "Oh, this sucks. I hate this job. I hate this place. I hate this person. I don't want to be here." And you keep thinking those negative thoughts, and you're going to change your personal reality to coincide with your thoughts. Now, like I said, that works with good or bad. So if you can make yourself have a bad day, why not use that same energy to make yourself have a good day? Make yourself enjoy your life. Make yourself be happy. It's all up to us. It totally is. All right? So you can't change the world. You can only change your perception of it. All right. That's a short one today. That's the show. Don't forget about the book, The Positive Perspective. Go grab it today. It helps me keep this show going and pay for the needed repairs on the studio and all that good stuff. My name is Nat. This has been the Be Positive, Stay Positive podcast. I think we can all do a little bit better. I'll talk to you later.